Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Tuesday to you. Make sure you take some time to go out and get some Taco Tuesday specials. What we're looking at here, of course, is Bitcoin pulling back. Pretty standard though, folks. I mean, a bit of an overextension. Makes sense. We're down about 3% roughly in the last 24 hours or just since we hit the top. So in that sense, what does that mean for us? I mean, how much further down is it going to go? Well, we're going to probably talk a little bit about our ABC pattern. We're starting to see it with other coins too, where it's actually fulfilling that lower low, lower high pattern. But once again, Bitcoin's a little different here, okay? So again, altcoins and Bitcoin performing a little different today. We're going to talk about that and obviously identify some liquidation levels here too. So if you're new to the channel, thank you so much again for watching. Do me a favor, hit the like button, comment below so we can get this in front of more people. If you do want to become a better trader, we got some really awesome traders coming over to our community here recently, a lot more rather. CryptoCache.tech is a site, link down below. I've got a trading academy, community, and signals group. So look at this here, 65,000 is a solid area of liquidation. Okay, so again, I mean, that wasn't too far ago, honestly. So people are pretty heavy around 65K, so just keep that in mind. Last 7 days, we can see a heaviest accumulation at that level. We also got some shorts here, of course. Makes sense, they're always going to short. That's just kind of the nature of the game. And we can see 72,500 is that rough estimate to the top, to the upside. So what's going to happen first? I mean, honestly, the upside makes a lot more sense considering larger time frames. We still got a little bit more liquidation levels left. Let's go ahead and talk about that really quick and kind of see what we're looking at here. So just to clarify again, when we look at the last month's worth of trading, we can see just again, billions of dollars liquidated there at about 70,000. I've been mentioning for quite a while, all week long, do not short this coin. When we take a look here, of course, 72,200, upwards of about 75,000 would that be that next area of liquidation to the upside. So that's a lot heavier than that 65K mark that we saw on the smaller time frames, because again, this is what that 65K looks like on smaller time frames. It's nothing compared to how much liquidation is to the upside. So does that imply the price just going to shoot up there right now today? Definitely not. I would say we might be due for a correction to some more recent highs, and that's pretty common. So we'll double check that as well. Either way, I do want to say thank you again to my community for some phenomenal feedback here. Got some nice trades here. Cleaned up a good 60% on Cardano, 30% on Caspa, ICP 70%, BSV 38%, and AVAX 43%. That was just the last 24 hours, generally yesterday afternoon / evening. Awesome stuff there again. Congrats to our community. So we didn't take a Bitcoin long because we didn't get filled. Technically, we tried to get in about 64,600. It went down to just above that level right here at about 64.7 or something stupid, and we didn't get filled. So that's how it goes, of course. But had we got filled, our tertiary target, third and fourth targets, were right in the 72K range. So it was an expected range to be retested based on Fibonacci retracement, but more importantly, also those liquidation levels. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where we're at on the daily time frame and work our way down. And just to clarify again, if you missed my analysis all week long, I've been basically talking about the stochastic RSI on the weekly being a very strong motivating factor or just a complementing factor, because we average 60, 70, maybe even 80% on average per stochastic swing on the weekly. So we're already partway through that phase. It makes sense that we're starting to swing up here. I think we got a lot more gas left in the tank. Okay. Take a look here though. If we zoom out a little bit, look at our point of control, still the same 60. Oh no, yeah, okay, it is 67,000 is that level. Okay, so I'm rounding up a little bit, but 67K is essentially that point of control. So the price does pull back. That would be a very obvious area to consider a long position. Okay, just based on the big picture here, stochastic RSI, a lot of reasons why that would be a solid bouncing point. Now, is it a guarantee the price is going to pull back that low? No, but if ABC pattern does continue here, that would be the logical lowest point that we're going to see, with that 0.618 fib level hanging out right there at 67,000 exactly. So it's a perfect situation here. I think that 0.618 fib level it's absolutely a good way to go, because again, we've broken through that as a resistance, is now a support. I'll talk more about that later, future analysis, but everything here, fully bullish. We have no reason to consider shorting this coin. I don't care if it goes down to 64,000 tomorrow, and you shorted from 72,000, depending on the exchange, of course, and you show how awesome you are online, and you brag about it, right? That's all well and good. That's cool, but statistically, you're gonna be fighting uphill, and you're gonna be having a difficult time because everything still looks very bullish here. It's not to say things can't shift to momentum, but on the same accord, it's a very poor idea to bet against this much volume. That's all I'm saying. So again, may the odds forever be in your favor. So take a look here. Stochastic RSI is swinging down, money flow index pulling back, and traditional RSI right there below 70 now. Again, generally speaking, this is a consideration to take profit. Okay, anytime you cross over 70 in the RSI after being above, it's usually a favorable outcome. Okay, in other words, had you sold here when the RSI just barely peaked above 70, you would have gotten out early, or you could have got out a lot later, and that late out would be a positive gain, right? So generally speaking, if you're ever going to consider, as a swing trader, playing these momentum swings here, when the RSI crosses back over 70, that's a good consideration to take some profit. Okay. Now again, I would recommend maybe considering letting the rest ride, maybe not securing all profit, but generally speaking, that's the concept there. We're above all moving averages here. Again, we've been above the 50-day SMA on the daily as well. That's one of the big complementing factors here for us. We're going to be above that for some time unless the price pulls back to 65K. Okay, so again, keep in mind, still in very, very good shape. We just lost a 20-day SMA. That's not a big deal on the hourly. And when we look at the cloud, though, this does confirm here that we're getting close to not a sell signal, but just like a take profit sign. In other words, right here, you can see lagging span getting close to price action. That does imply that, hey, maybe you shouldn't be super greedy. Maybe you should take some conservative profit. Again, conservative indicator is what that is, so you don't have to do that per se, but I can tell you that it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. However, we can see here this level here, this more recent point of control. Again, we're zoomed in pretty significant, but we got the most amount of volume in the last, just say, what is this, 24 to 48 hours at about 69,500. So keep in mind that's the tentative point of control in this most recent time frame. Last couple of candlesticks. What I'm getting at here is this more recent high can potentially work as a new low. So again, we'll see if that factors in. But generally speaking, what we're seeing here is a slight shift in momentum. And again, what we want to pay attention to, I'd say, is the volume. The volume starts to dry up, we're going to probably see the price pull back. But at this point, there's 2 out of 3, basically still 3 out of 3 reasons to not consider a short, and every reason to consider keeping your long position open and or securing profit while you can. Okay. Again, the common narrative here is to make sure that you don't get too greedy and to essentially try to short to every next level. I would say the better strategy is to wait for a better long. That's really just what it boils down to. Take profit to the upside, let it cool down. Take profit to the upside, let it cool down. You're going to miss some opportunities, of course, but again, shorting into this is a bad idea because there's just so much volume and a lot of momentum that it wouldn't make a ton of sense from a technical standpoint. And Bitcoin pulls back super significant. Okay. Again, just some things to kind of think about. Either way, I hope this made sense. I described this correctly. Do me a favor, hit the like button again, comment below if you haven't already. And again, we got a lot of new members coming over to our BitUnix exchange as well. So I want to say welcome aboard. We're a BitUnix family. Excellent rewards. Use my link to register. Highly recommend checking them out. No KYC or VPN required for our US and community and campaign members there. Either way, it's really, really awesome. Check them out. I think you're going to love them. And I do deeply appreciate, once again, your watching, your support over the years here. You've been awesome. So we'll see you all in the next video. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. Thank you.